can there be a terroir in the era of food tech is kind of the overall question that I posed for this workshop. I'm currently a professor at the Nagoya University and also had an experience to work in the UN system on biodiversity and have a PhD in a German university, and was trained as a agriculture or a forestry scientist. So maybe we can discuss it in the overall discussion. It's rather broad, but a terroir in the era of food tech, how this new emerging technology would link with the localness or a placeness, and that what would be the impact to food culture, and what would be the food and environment related topic ethics, and does the food tech this kind of a new technology would contribute to sustainability or not? And today with me are Professor Thies at the AgroParisTech, I think, and also Dr. Roisin Burke at the Nagoya University, Dublin. And I think we introduced our team, Masashi Tachika from Nagoya University, Director Shigeru Deguchi from JAMSTEC, and myself. And with me is Dr. Miyake and Dr. Uchiyama. So I think most of us are familiar with this concept of geographical indications, which originated in France or French wine. And the connection of these products or quality is linked with the place. And in these cases, these regional names are registered and linked with the quality. And this system has also been introduced in Japan, both for alcoholic beverages as well as for agricultural products since 2015. So it's relatively new for agricultural products. The alcoholic beverages has a bit of a longer history also in Japan, but in either case, compared to Europe, it's rather a new system, and it has been introduced in the context of free trade or liberalizing trades with the EU. So it has its like an economic trade related implications here. What is a bit difficult right now in challenges for most of the producers is agreeing on what is their quality and how that relates to their place, and agreeing on the standards, criteria, and modus of production. So that's kind of the typical challenges when the producers faces. But there has been some moves, and it's not applied to these new type of food or things, but are more related to traditional ones, like these persimmon from the Shika town, which is dried and exported outside of the area as a highly value-added products. And the other question is, there's these type of, I'm sorry, I generalize as a food tech, and maybe the terminology might not be quite exactly the topic today, but this was an overall framework, so I'm using the term food tech. But does these contribute to sustainability, particularly from the land use related restrictions that we face today? How would these new type of, or actually it's not quite new in the time horizon, but these emerging aspects of these applications might contribute to either land use or cycle of materials, et cetera, et cetera. So we will, and this is what we see the planetary boundary. related discussion. And I think with Dr. Burke, we had last time a mini seminar, and we discussed a little bit on the land use implications. So this is the title of our projects, and we try to look at things from different perspectives. So yeah, and it's a 3-year project which we just started. Sorry, okay. And I think, yeah, and there are different types of things which is more traditional or established type of food, and there's more alternative place-based what we call as meat or cultured meat. These are one of the analysis. And I think right now there's an ongoing discussion on how we agree on the how we call them, or about the quality, and about how that's going to also affect the food culture. So that is the type of the question we have in the overall project. So that is my brief introduction.